War that changed human history. War that killed millions. War that had many villains. You are watching War that changed human history. Today we are going to dive on the historic wars of 19th century which completely changed human history and lay the roadmap for new century. Please subscribe to Question Studio if you haven't yet so that you can get notification when we upload new videos. World War I marked the dissolution of major empires like Ottoman Empire, Austro-Hungarian Empire, Russian Empire and German Empire. Their collapse set the stage for the emergence of new nation-state based on ethnic, linguistic, and cultural identities. The Treaty of Versailles, which ended the war, resulted in the extensive territorial adjustment and the redrawing of national boundaries. New nations such as Czechoslovakia, Poland, Yugoslavia were born, while others experienced significant territorial change. The adjustment had long-lasting effect on political dynamic and inter-ethnic relations, laying the foundation of World War II. World War I played the role in the seed of the Russian Revolution of 1917. The strain of war combined with economic hardship and social unrest led to the downfall of Russian monarchy and rise of communism under Vladimir Lenin. The revolution transformed Russia into the Soviet Union, profoundly influencing global politics. The war introduced unprecedented level of technological warfare. Machine gun, artillery, chemical weapons, armed vehicles were used on the massive scale. It also witnessed the first large-scale deployment of aircraft, submarine and tanks. These advancements shaped warfare in the 20th century and beyond. The war caused immense human suffering and around 15 to 22 million lives lost. World War I had a profound and lasting consequences. It dissolved empire, redrew national boundaries, and creating fertile ground for the rise of Adolf Hitler and the outbreak of World War II. World War II, a global conflict, led to significant change in the geopolitical landscape. It marked the decline of European colonial power and the rise of two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. Europe's dominance ended, giving way to bipolar world order. The war's immense human casualties and the horror of Holocaust shaped global attitude toward human rights and genocide prevention. Approximately 70 to 85 million people lost their lives, making World War II one of the deadliest conflicts in the history. 6 million Jews were systematically murdered by the Nazis during the Holocaust. World War II propelled the United States and the Soviet Union to a global power status. The United States emerged as a leading superpower with a robust economy, military strength, and a global influence. Despite war devastation, the Soviet Union became a major world power, setting the stage of the two subsequent Cold War rivalry. In the response to the devastating consequences of the war, the United Nations was established in 1945. Its purpose was to promote international cooperation, prevent future conflict, and protect the human rights. World War II also brought significant technological and scientific advancement. These transformations changed human history. The war triggered a wave of decolonization as a European colonial power weakened. Many nations in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East gained independence, fueled by the nationalist movement and the desire of self-determination. This challenged the established world order and reshaped global politics. The Cold War created a divided world between the United States and its allies and the Soviet Union and its allies. This division, often referred to as the Iron Curtain, shaped international relations and defined the political landscape for decades. The Cold War fueled ideological conflict and set the stage for bipolar global order. An intense arms race characterized the Cold War. with the United States and the Soviet Union completing to develop vast arsenal of nuclear weapons. This led to doctrine of mutual assured destruction, where the fear of catastrophic nuclear conflict influenced military strategies, diplomacy, and global security policies. The Cold War witnessed numerous proxy war and regional conflicts fought between the United States and the Soviet Union on their respective allies. These conflicts, such as the Korean War, Vietnam War, and the various conflicts in the Africa and Latin America, were fueled by Cold War rivalry. Millions of lives were lost and entire regions were destabilized as the superpowers supported opposing. One of the most iconic aspects of the Cold War was the space race. The United States and the Soviet Union competed fiercely in the space exploration, striving to put the first man on the moon. This competition accelerated scientific and technological progress, resulting in numerous innovations with the lasting impact in areas such as telecommunication, weather forecasting, and global positioning system. The end of the Cold War in the late 80s and early 90s brought about significant global transformation. With the collapse of Soviet Union and the Eastern Bloc, communism declined and capitalism expanded. The United States emerged as the sole superpower, leading the geopolitical realignment and change in the global balance of power.